In this vlog, we are going to see the implementation of Stripe payment gateway in your Flutter application. So in our previous tutorial, we have seen in detail like how to create an account in Stripe and what are all the required things to be considered before getting started with implementation in our app level. That is, what are the API keys required and also what is the procedure to create an account in detail. I have explained in this particular tutorial. So if you have not watched this tutorial, I am providing the link in the description section below. Before getting started with this particular tutorial, I suggest you to go to this particular tutorial because it is very important step for you to be considered before starting the app level implementation. I have made this tutorial as easy as possible so that even a beginner who has not knowing much about payment gateway implementation can easily understand, and by the end of this tutorial and you will get a very good clarity on how to implement a payment gateway without any errors. So each and every step is covered in this particular tutorial. So watch this tutorial till the end and don't skip any part of the tutorial because every module is important to make a successful transaction. The very first step we need to consider here is like creating a payment intent. So what is a payment intent and why do we need it? So consider payment intent is a network API call which we make as to receive a client secret. What are we going to pass to this particular payment intent is nothing but the amount. Like you want to purchase a product which is worth 100 rupees. So here rupees is a currency of India, and when you consider US, United States, it's like US dollar, and based on different countries the currency will be changing, right? So just pass the amount and the currency here. Apart from that, you need to pass a secret key. So what is this secret key and from where do we get it? So in our previous tutorial, I have clearly shown you where this secret key exists in Stripe console. You may go through the particular tutorial to find out where the secret key and where is the publishable key. So these two keys are very much important for us to integrate our Flutter application with Stripe payment gateway. We are trying to pass amount, currency and secret key in this particular payment API call, and we are going to receive a client secret. So using this particular client secret, we are going to initialize our payment sheet. So what is a payment sheet? Using this particular sheet, the user will complete his payment. So we'll be going to see in detail in our next step. So for initializing payment sheet, we require a client secret which we will be getting on making an API call for payment intent. So in this initialization of payment sheet, there are other required things to be considered like merchant name we will be providing here and also billing details, shipping details. All these particular details we can provide in this particular payment sheet initialization step. But here I am going to make it much easy for you to understand and make it crystal clear for you such that you can add all the required things whenever you are trying to implement this particular tutorial. And try to see the last step, that is the display payment sheet. So once we have configured all the required things for our payment sheet, that is initialization, then the final step is to display the payment sheet. So whenever user taps on buy now button or any other button to make a purchase, then the payment sheet needs to be displayed. So before displaying, we have gone through the first two steps, right? Like payment intent and initializing payment sheet. So make sure these two steps are perfectly done so that in the third step you can easily make your payment based on the first two steps. So I hope this is a bit clear for you, but don't worry if you are not clear. So whenever we are going to start coding, I will be explaining you each and every line clearly. So now let's get started with the coding.